Well, real quick, pull out your penis, Matt.
Yeah, here we go. I'm just trying to put it away, guys.
Got your ass. Sorry, Kris. What
I
is
have a question for both of you. What is the most best day on set, worst day on set?
Ooh, good question. I had.
Are you talking about a hypothetical situation or what was so far in my life the best
I
day?
mean, either or, but my question was like, so far, best day, worst day on set so far.
I think I've been lucky that I've had a lot of really great times on set where I've been able to do where the gag for a commercial is really funny, or you get to do some sort of activity that's really great. But in all sincerity, I think the most I've ever laughed on set was that mayo ketchup commercial. Like 100%. From my best memory, we literally could not stop laughing for how much fun we were having. It was insane.
It was very fun.
I need to see this commercial. I feel like I might have seen this commercial.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I've got the links. My mom requests them. A good one for me. It was probably shooting some stuff on Heel Kick because I just remember like there being some days where we'd wrap and I would just be vibrating because I felt like we actually pulled the scene off, and just having it from writing it and putting it out and everything. It was just took forever. So yeah,
it was so impressive to watch Heel Kick and watch you two do
thank
that
you.
and make that like that. I know it's no easy feat. That must have been exhausting.
Well, for you, maybe I just got to be a day player kind of. Well, not a day player, but like I just got to fly in, do my thing, and leave. Like in our fight scene when you slapped me in the face. What was great about it is I got really mad because I'm just not good with like out of the blue violence, even though it was hilarious.
You were intimidating in that. I remember watching you. You were intimidating.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh my god!
Because I just see you in a different tone usually.
Oh, sure.
So, but it's like comedians are always best at being like drama. I feel like comedians are better at drama than dramatic actors.
Oh yeah.
Drama.
I think we just all I don't know. For all the comedians I've talked to or people who work in comedy, there is I think it's pretty well known that there's a pretty deep darkness that a lot of us had to overcome and use comedy as a defense mechanism. But like on Heel Kick, also it was great. It was so much fun. That fight scene was amazing. It was so silly and like purposefully, like we're not trying to look cool. And because
I have no interest in
it was
looking cool.
It was dirty and
movies,
silly.
Yeah.
But for one of my worst days, I think would have had to have been. There was a director that I worked with once who just was not communicating well to anybody. Like everybody on set was having a tough time with this director. And I was told from at the costume fitting, it was for a commercial, and I said, because the audition was a lot of improv, and he was just going to throw lines, and then kind of you just read the lines. And I said, but here's the script. Should we learn the script for this? He's like, oh, no, don't worry about that. We'll just be throwing lines. First take on the first day. There's no direction for it. And I said, are we doing improv stuff? No, do the script. Then so that was the tone of the day. Nobody knew what was going on. I had stress sweat by the end of it, trying to stay positive. It was just a very big challenge.
See, I almost don't mind stuff like that because that's happened to me a few times on set, but it's their fault.
Yes.
And so then I'm like, I'll try my best, but like I just let everyone know, like, this is what I was told. Like I did a commercial for a casino once, and in the casino commercial, they're like, I booked it, and they're like, oh, Danny, we're gonna have you do like a cool little trick, like a card trick or some sort of interesting thing in the commercial, and we'll send you a YouTube video teaching you how to do it. You'll have some time. I'm like, okay. And then I'm at the wardrobe fitting, and they're like, and they told you about that trick you're gonna do or whatever. And I'm like, apparently someone's sending me a video, and they're like, yeah, we'll send that to you tonight. And then I'm on set and no one sent it to me, and we shoot all the scenes and I haven't done it, and there's only like one little thing to do the next day, and it doesn't say anywhere about the stunt. No one's brought it up, so I'm like, guess we're not doing it. So I go there for the final day of shooting, and they're like, okay, let's get Danny to do the poker chip trick.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, come again? And I had been asking about it all week too, and people are like, we'll send it to you, we'll do this and that. So what they want me to do is the thing that Johnny Depp does in the Pirates movies, where he rolls a gold coin across his knuckles back and forth using only his knuckles.
That doesn't sound easy.
No, I thought it was CG, but it's like Johnny Depp's like, no, I just worked on it for 6 weeks, 2 hours a day, every single day, and then I was able to do it. And so they told me morning of that I got to do this, and I'm like, I didn't even know description of what it was to even wrap my head around it the week earlier. So someone gives me a poker chip and they're like, okay, well, we're going to shoot some of the other people's scenes first. So I don't know. You'll be up in a couple hours and then you can do it. And so I was just like sitting at a table, staring at my hand, trying to roll a poker chip across my knuckles back and forth. And then they call me up to do it. And it's like, you know, I'm doing an okay job considering, but they're like, it's not very smooth, is it? And I'm like, yeah, no, you don't think?
You're right, it's not.
I'm not nailing it. But eventually we turn the bit into like, I'm trying really hard to do it. And at the end, I drop it into my cocktail. Okay. So that's how it ended up being in the thing. But
that's funny.
Yeah.
That's stressful. But also, that doesn't need to be your stress. It's not your fault.
And so I wasn't. I was just like, hey, this is the amount of time I was allotted to do this. And they very wisely pivoted from like, you know, this guy's Captain Jack Sparrow to like, this guy's trying his best and he fails at the stunt at the end. So that was just like, you know.
Yeah, I feel like tough days on set just come from, like, even though that is someone else's issue.
Bad attitude is the only thing that gets me down.
It really is.
I don't care if there's two things. One, if the day is long and I don't get to shoot the thing that was been in my head the whole time, but even that's not bad because
it's the job.
You'll shoot it the next day, and that's also the job. So it's like that's the kind of shit that pisses you off in the moment, and then it's just gone because you end up shooting it.
It really is vibe, hey? Like that's
absolutely vibe.
That director's vibe just made it difficult to be creative, and everybody else was really stressed, and like we have to be here anyway and do it, so we all did it. But when you know when the vibe is really good and everybody's having a good time and it's more chill and everybody's really organized and blah, 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 you know what it can be. That's what makes it bad on set. But even then, I don't have to be a server that day. So it's not really that bad of a day on set.
And also, like, regardless of what you're actually doing on set or like what the spot is, there's something about doing jobs where you've traveled for the job that is just extra juicy because you're like, oh, I'm in another country right now doing this because I won this job, and it just feels extra cool to, like, you know, go across the world to shoot. Like Matt was just in Africa shooting something. So
I was in South Africa.
No shit.
Yeah, I was there for 3 days.
Was it fun?
It was great. It was the best.
Was it worth the traveling? Because that's a lot of travel for 3 days.
Yeah, truthfully, yes. They could have flown me out for 45 minutes. Like I would have done 40 hours of flying for that because the whole thing's an adventure. I'm very fortunate and privileged. I'm very fortunate and privileged that I don't have children is not the sentence I was trying to say. But
that's fair.
Like I don't have responsibilities.
I thought you were going to brag about being white again.
Yeah.
Sure.
Me and what? Listen, let me go back to talking about Mr. Weinstein about no. But like I'm very fortunate that I can just drop and go.
Yeah.
And so the adventure side of it of going anywhere to do anything, even if you're like here in Vancouver going up to Grouse Mountain to film something, and they have to shut stuff. It just feels so
it just tricks you into thinking you're a bigger deal than you are. Like honestly, you're like, I'm on an airplane because I'm important. Like it's but really it's just
but
it feels
adds
cool.
Like I get that it adds to the element. Like I've always wanted to like travel somewhere to cast. Like we were about to work on this movie, but then we didn't work on the movie. That they're doing some casting and like none of it. I thought that kind of really,
so
really
much
cool.
fun.
Any ones that got away that you want to share? Where it's like, ooh, I really wanted to get that job and we didn't.
Actually, there's this one that I'm kicking myself over because we were too booked up to do the project, but I really wanted to do this script. And I won't say it because I don't.
Sure.
We still might get it. But I'm being deluded at this point. Really cool script. And I love what it was about. It's a feature. It's an indie feature, and lots of really fun roles that we could have cast, but we ended up pushing it away because, I mean, at the tail end of last year, I'll be honest, I was burnt out. Like I had a bad vibe, let's put it that way, or bad attitude towards life. So I think I needed to just pull back a little bit. But now that I've had some rest and it's the new year, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have prioritized that more because I think it's going to be a really good movie. And I think I shit the bed there. So but also like, who cares, you know?
Yeah, there'll be another one.
Always be more.
There's always more.
Right.
But you said something earlier. It's true. It's all about vibe though. Like if it's a bad vibe, it doesn't matter what the project is. I believe I said that. Did you say it? Okay, sorry.
I believe I was going to say that.
I feel like I hear Danny Mac's voice in my head, but it could be both. Both of you were touching on it, but it's true. It's like
more so me than Matt.
More so Danny than Matt. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Yeah, but you know, both are optimistic. But no, good vibes is what it's all. It doesn't really matter what the job is. It's just the vibe of that you carry yourself. That's what I'm learning. It's like, oh, you can be as stressed out as you want to be. You know?
Yeah.
And you don't have to be stressed out. You kind of choose it.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what I'm learning about me. I only speak for myself, but yeah. 2025 is the year of like, what's that song? Ain't nobody gonna break my stride. That one.
How's it go?
Ain't nobody gonna hold me. No.
I got to keep on moving.
Ain't nobody gonna break my stride.
Nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving.
It's a good song.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Because of us, I think.
Yeah,
we
we
balanced
harmonized. We all harmonized there. Yeah.
I was hosting trivia night last couple weeks. I've been, what's that?
No, I was gonna say, is the trivia night the same thing as your casino thing?
No, those are different. So yeah, trivia night's its own thing, and then bingo night's its own thing.
Okay,
I mean, it's like both me at a bar, you know,
Flexing.
yelling at people on a microphone. Yeah, flexing.
Do you flex at those shows?
When they're really good.
Right. Yeah.
He never not squeezes his glutes.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to do.
I'm ripping the leather off this computer chair right now with my ass.
Yeah, sucking it
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a firm peach.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
I get my peaches down in Georgia. I've been like slowly. Yeah, that story's not even good enough to tell. Fuck it. That's a terrible story.
When you're,
I'm very new at this, and I wonder when I'll get good at podcasting. Maybe it'll never happen.
Jenny, have you thought about filming your podcast, or does that cost too much money? Or is it like
I have thought about it. I think if this has any modicum of success or connects with people, I will add filming to it. So it's like that's like a 3-month kind of goal for me. So I think, around the spring or summer, if people like really like it, then I'll add a video element. But I don't know.
Question about all that.
I would have to like film here, which is fine. I don't mind filming in here, but it's not much to look at. But whatever. People like video podcasts apparently.
When did Kris and I get paid for this?
That's all the time that we have.
Okay, I'll just send an invoice.
Yeah. We'll just send it along.
I hope that I was like exciting enough. Like I don't know.
Honestly, this was the only informative episode we've ever had. Normally, it's just me like pressing sound effect buttons, and which this one still is as well.
That feels very liberating to be able to press, because I hear that on podcasts all the time with the sound effects, and but it still looks daunting. Like, do you have an image that you look at?
I've got my
Like, how do you know?
Well, basically, so it's like when the industry dies down in December, January, that's when I dove into this whole podcasting thing. So I went from knowing nothing about it to like researching the gear, researching the hardware, the software, figuring out how it all works and everything, and what I wanted it to look like and feel like. Just learning all this shit, getting the mics and trying to figure this all out. This has been my kind of holiday project, which I now realize I need.
No, it's good to throw yourself. I kind of always, in the back of my mind, I don't know if I'll ever do it, but I always wanted to do a YouTube reaction channel. Like,
dude, you'd be good at that.
I think it'd be fun. Like, because I get so invested in shit. Like, I want to watch like a TV show with people.
And you seem like you're a pretty good authority on the things that you like especially certain reality shows and shit like that. Yeah.
I mean, I think I would have fun with it. I think it'd be a fun way to connect with other actors or other people in the industry that's not just about the industry, you know what I mean?
Right.
Also I love, like, because it all started with, because you guys know this, maybe you guys know this, I'm like obsessed. As a kid, I was obsessed with Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yeah, big Buffy fan.
I can't believe we haven't talked about that. My partner, we've been watching it on repeat for the entirety of our relationship, and this year we'll be together for 23 years.
So you know Buffy, you know all of it.
Buffy, Angel.
I still watch Buffy. I probably watch about an episode a week. Like but like to this day. But I watch people reacting to the episodes that I like the most.
You've now watched Buffy so much. You're only into people watching Buffy now.
Yes, but I've literally spent hours one time. I'm like, because I really liked how this person reacted. I'm like, I just want to see how she reacts to this episode. And will she have the same reaction?
Was it the musical episode?
No, not the musical episode. It was but the musical episode is fun nonetheless. It's fun. And I do know all the lyrics to all the songs. But when that first musical episode came out, I was like upset. I'm like, I want to go back to normal Buffy. I don't did this turn into a musical? Because I was so scared that it was
You make me complete. You make me complete.
Yeah. But that show was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a sex thing.
It's because like
are they intentionally talking about?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Willow's under the sheets and then Tara's like floating into space.
Willow's the redhead, right?
Yeah.
You might know her from Penn and Teller's Fool Us.
I do know that show, by the way.
I know that
Allison
they have
Hannigan.
a place in Vegas, Penn and Teller, and Allison Hannigan, yes, and she did How I Met Your Mother.
You think when casting directors see her come into auditions, they go, "Ugh, Allison Hen again."
Oh, press the fucking button. It's the wrong button. Oh, the power of the button.
You know what's weird though? That show went from 97 to 2003, which means that show ended 22 years ago.
That's far too long
That's
ago.
upsetting.
It's a long time ago.
We old.
Mm-hmm.
Old as fuck.
What's your favorite show? What's your favorite show?
My favorite of all time show
Or movie?
Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
I love Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
pretty great.
Mama June. I watched that show though, like for real. I did.
What was Uncle Sugar Bear? Was that his name?
Sugar Bear. I mean, I don't know and like the sisters. I think one of the sisters died though, like which is actually really sad. But Honey Boo Boo from Toddlers and Tiaras. It started.
Right.
Toddlers and Tiaras.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
That's
your favorite show
for entirely different reasons.
Yeah. Comfortable.
My favorite movie.
I'm just really into tiaras.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm big into head jewelry.
Did you see that tiara?
Yeah. Bitch, you are not pulling that off.
Yeah. Well, and
But you
sometimes
say it really like stepdad.
Yeah. I'm not pulling that off. You're not pulling that off. I said Grace.
You give it to me, I'll show you how to wear it.
You little shit.
Did you ever watch Dance Moms?
Yeah.
I wish. All those trashy shows sounded so funny to me, and I just didn't have cable.
Right.
No, I watched highlights.
Oh, it's always YouTube. I watch all the highlights on YouTube.
My Instagram reel's getting real full of my 600-pound life clips. I tell you what, real.
My parents
thick.
watch that thick. Yeah, I've seen it. It's like it's weird. It's TLC and their shows. I mean, my mom's trying to get me. My mom's like,
So exploitative.
it's the most exploitive.
It's completely.
All of it. Like my mom's like, you gotta watch this show, and I forget what it's called, but it's like this little girl with Tourette syndrome. So it's just like I think her walking around swearing.
no.
And I'm like,
Yeah, she's like a teenage girl, right? I saw a clip of some TLC show, and it's just basically called like it's Megan with Tourette's or whatever, and it's
How's the laugh track?
nonstop, but she's supplying it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is I don't because my mom's like, I love.
If you're gonna laugh, do it on mic, okay? Because people need to know. Oh fuck, that's not the right. No, that's sorry. Go on, Chris.
No, the TLC is very exploitive, like the Honey Boo Boo show, and then like Toddlers and Tiaras, which is like questionable for many. I don't think a show like that would air today.
I mean, the argument could be made like the child beauty pageant industry is the bad guy here, and like people are
What do you mean? How so?
Go on.
But we're normal for watching it.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I'm ready to speed dial the FBI the second I see something wrong. But no, it is a freak show, and you're like, everyone wants to see a freak show, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the Swan?
Yes, the Swan was all time the fuck. Explain the Swan to people, because it was short lived because of how fucked up it was, right?
Yeah. There's that, and there's also Bridalplasty, which is another reality show.
Bridalplasty.
So it
Great
was
name.
So the Swan, much like Bridalplasty was like a group of 12 women, and every time they went a competition, they got a new plastic surgery until they got to the end. I'm not even kidding. So it's like when there's 6 left, they're all there like recovering from like surgeries from like week 2 and week 1 and week 4.
What?
Yeah, and then
They're just doing talking. It's like, and slide the blood coming out of their
beautiful.
There was no drama because they were all on painkillers and recovering. So it was just like all these people like super sick and like. And I went to my friend's wedding, and the host of Bridalplasty was at the wedding. So I like asked her a bunch of questions, and yeah, apparently they got shut down or something. I don't know. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. But but then what was the other one? The Swan. You remember the Swan? It was like these women who are fine looking.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we're gonna change everything about you, and then they basically like reconstruct their bone features, their facial bone features,
like nose job, teeth,
12
like veneers,
to 13
cheek
procedures,
implants.
like think Heidi Montag, but on steroids.
God.
Yeah, and it was the most
radically like different faces,
completely different face, and like they would like reveal, and like it was just uncomfortable.
The reveals were crazy because the cameras would be on their spouses, right? So these people would come out, and you'd see the spouse see them for the first time, and it's not like, oh my god, you look so much healthier. It's
don't know who you
they
are.
look different, and the husband, the producers are like big smiles, so it's like they've got this smile plastered on, but 100% of the time the eyes are like, I am in hell right now. I don't know who I'm looking at. There's just
that's some dark shit, though. Like, we're going to take a person and we're just going to basically do these invasive procedures that they don't know anything about, and like what that could do to you.
These shows were short-lived because so many people ended up like having big medical troubles, divorces, suicides. Oh, so the crazy thing is, everyone remembers Extreme Makeover Home Edition, which would later become known as Extreme Home Makeover, but it was called Extreme Makeover Home Edition because there was a show before it just called Extreme Makeover. The one where they fix your house was the spin-off of the one where they change your fucking face. So Extreme Makeover was just like, let's warp you into a different person and then like parade you out in front, you know.
Early 2000s reality shows were just a different
peak. Peak, demented,
I feel like my favorite one, now that I'm thinking about it, was Just Tattoo of Us. It was an English one, and basically what it is that you and your friend, your brother, you and somebody would go in and you'd get tattoos for the other person, and you couldn't tell the other person, like nobody, you didn't know, and people went, because they're on TV, they went fucking crazy. Like one of them, the craziest one was, so say it was me and you, Danny. What the guy did is, if I was him, I got a photo of me, a photo of you on your stomach, bent over on all fours, and your belly button was your asshole. That was a real tattoo. I'll show you on YouTube after. And so people would reveal it, and then the story would be like, yeah, you just take yourself too seriously, and like, I just really think you need to lighten up. One guy got, his friend put a bunch of like names of STDs all around his thighs, so that like, because he's single, and he'd be like, well, because I think you just like sleep around too much. Like, insane things. One was a big like branded looking stamp that said slut on it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I do too.
I mean, we all do.
Don't slut shame my slut branded tattoos.
But it's insane. The tattoos people would make other people get.
It is weird what people will do when they're on camera. Like it's or what they feel like they should do on camera. Why? What's the craziest thing you've had to do on camera, Danny?
Ooh, craziest thing I had to do on camera?
Like camera that people have seen commercially, or just on camera?
Just whatever
had to do,
had to do,
made someone else do. I don't think anything too. I mean, probably just like all this stupid shit we did in Heel Kick. Not to keep talking about that, but yeah,
available on YouTube.
I mean, like getting a needle put in my bare ass, bent over in that movie was one thing.
Was it? So it actually?
It was a fake needle, but it was one of those really good fake needles.
How many takes?
3.
Okay.
Yeah. How many rehearsals?
None.
Oh.
Yeah. None. Oh, you wanted like a funny
No, that's
He fingered my ass 1,000 times before. You happy, Matt? Real mature.
Yeah, I mean,
real mature.
That's what I had to do for the audition.
Yeah, well, did you? The audition.
Had to is lowercase h.
The casting
It's director? Not called fingering when you use your tongue, idiot. It's a completely different body part.
Wow. I'm so new at acting. I don't know what the terms are yet.
God. That's so funny. This is fun.
The fuck? Is someone calling me?
Oh, I thought it was like wrap up music. Like you're like,
whenever I contribute to the conversation, the music starts.
Fuck, I should get the Oscars wrap up music as a sound drop.
That's really funny. Someone starts talking, just playing music very quietly, and then louder and louder and louder.
Is there anything that like I feel like everything that I've done on camera is something I've got to do because it's something I would never really like. Nothing's been outside of my comfort zone.
Just doing like I was in that Crazy 8s one where I was bisexual. I was like a closeted bisexual. Like I was a gay man, but I didn't know that I was actually bisexual.
Stewing?
Stewing was the first one. It was called Meet Cute. Meet Cute was the follow-up that I was in.
Okay. Oh, there's a part 2er.
But it's the same filmmaker. It's G. Patrick Curry, and he did Stewing, but I think he was just the writer on that one, and then he got to write and direct another Crazy 8s, which was Meet Cute, and that was the one. But he was casting me for both of them, and I remember he wanted me to have a bigger part in Stewing. He told me years later, but I remember he was like, he told me the story. He's like, yeah, I like Danny Mac a lot, and then the casting director who was helping him was like, really? That guy? I don't think so, man, and like talked him out of it. Yeah, and I know who that was.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn.
Who would talk anyone out of Danny Mac?
I don't know. Hater! But
that's crazy. That's insane.
I've also like accepted that like some, in the same way that like some, you're just not like going to be friends with everyone. Like not every casting director is going to like see your specific, like what you bring to the table and be like, yeah, I don't know. I think they can kind of do it all. Like not everyone is going to think you can kind of do it all. So, as long as a couple of you guys are like happy to like see my performance every now and again and stuff, like that's all you can really hope for.
Yeah.
This is the thing though. It's so easy to see potential. I mean, again, this is what I've chosen to do for a living, but it's like, that's one thing I don't do is like look for people are like, what do we need to avoid when self-taping? Or it's like, if it's something that you need to, I'm not paying attention to it. I'm only paying attention to what works.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, I just like, don't, it's like my brain doesn't compute. You know what I mean? I'm like, it doesn't store that as information. It's like, I'm just trying to
when you're watching thousands of tapes for whatever job you're doing, how could you hold on to that information? It's insane.
Yeah. I think that's what people are like, oh, do you remember people? It's like, I don't know. I hope I do. Like but the thing is I remember more people than I do think, because there's definitely people who don't remember me and Kara, but also how could they? We're like basically entities on an email now.
No, you guys are beloved. Truly. You guys really are. Everyone universally likes you guys. No one has ever said anything even like
that's so sweet,
less than medium-ish about you guys.
Oh, that's
really
nice.
James,
James
is a psychotic asshole. Yeah.
You don't want to fuck with James.
No, he will cut you.
But there's like,
I hope this video finds you bad and dead.
But I'll make sure of it.
Yeah.
Kara and I though have like a deep like, what is that? What is the word? Like we love kinship, but for the actors
affinity?
of Vancouver, affinity or connection or just like nostalgia for like, especially in like the first couple of years that we started, like all the familiar faces from then that we still know now.
So weird to think that we're your old school bracket. We're like your like, Pip and Jordan roster where it's like, it's not like it used to be or whatever. And it's like, but because I don't know. I still feel pretty young and all this shit. To be honest.
Do too. I don't feel like I've aged except for when I look in the mirror.
Except for when I like step gently out of my bed. Then I feel like that I've aged.
Yeah, the amount of noises my knees make clicks a lot.
My mom's knee used to crack so like very loud every time she bent over to like tie her shoes or zip up our coats, and me and my sister would just laugh right in her fucking face. Like we would never not laugh. We would never hold back how funny it was. She'd just be like, "Let me help you." Our sweet mom trying to tie her shoes and then crack. We're like, bah! You're falling apart, lady. We've ruined you. Yeah.
Has your knee started clicking?
No, she has not. She's not clicking yet.
No, I mean like your knees. Have your knees started
clicking?
Oh, I
thought you said it's my niece. I'm like, I hope not. She's only 10 years old.
No, it's your knee. Has your knee started?
She's just speaking in fluent, like some African dialect, just clicking away.
Yes, that's right.
What it was.
Yeah, we don't know where she got that from. It's like that weird people like wake up and they speak other languages and they're like, I don't know how it happened.
The accent disease.
Yeah. Or that
foreign accent syndrome is a real thing.
British lady who is just like doing a Japanese accent all of a sudden.
God, that's rough.
How is that a thing?
It's a thing.
How is it actually a thing?
It's a thing. It's a real thing. I don't know what it's caused by, but it's called foreign accent syndrome. Yeah, I've done so many YouTube deep dives. I've done a deep dive on everything.
I believe that lady too. She's because it's like, is this?
Why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah, this is the one con that you're going to try to pull off on people after all these years.
You can see the pain in her eyes in every interview of like, I don't want this for myself.
Because she's like going to sound offensive. So it's like people. It's hard, and you kind of want to think, is she mocking the Asian accent? I mean, it's like, no, that's like a real thing.
It's a real thing.
She's not mocking it. She's nailing it.
Yes.
She's actually, fucking Daniel Day-Lewis out here. If that shit is not automatic.
But how does the brain do that? Like, how does it what?
Because to me, you would think it's like, wouldn't your brain have had to have heard every pronunciation that an Asian person with that specific accent how they would have said that word for your brain to file it for you to be able to do that?
I think it just goes into like your whatever the trauma is, you glom onto the stereotype. I doubt she's speaking like a dialect specific. I mean, maybe
you're right. No, it's not specific to a dialogue. It just sounds. It's not even like
the generic
accent.
Asian accent.
It's not even Asian. It's just a generic accent, but it will sound more Asian or sound more Eastern European. They all sound like a different. Like it belongs to a specific ethnicity, but it doesn't because the accent is according to accent.
Where's that TLC show? Huh?
I'll send you a link.
Is there a TLC show of that?
No, it was like I was some YouTube link,
some documentary
but
something.
on the news, it felt like a TLC show. But there's no TLC show like we're living with someone or we're following someone.
That's phenomenal. That's such a good
concept, though.
Get on that TLC. What would it be called? sound, not all this accent, accentuate your voice, accent,
foreign,
I can't foreign. Fuck. We'll get it. No, we're gonna get this.
That's what it is.
We're getting this.
I can't foreign fuck. That's what it is.
Foreign
or
fuck.
syndrome, foreign syndrome.
Yep.
What word? And that's
Foreign,
all I got.
okay.
What syndrome?
Accent with me and a goo, because that's a French thing. You want to
Yeah. Hold on.
thanks.
I'll just.
Tough crowd.
Yeah, the studio audience is hot tonight.
Yeah, I gotta keep them back there.
You
That's
should have
true.
a studio audience.
Who? Yeah. You know how tough it is just to get 2 people in my apartment. I don't know who else would come.
You mean the
sit around,
podcast?
watch this shit? Yeah.
I would watch it. I love
Would you watch
watching
this?
podcasts. I would watch it 100%. What topics are you going to cover in future episodes?
How many times a day do you pick your nose and eat it?
I love that.
When you
I've done
smell
that
your own
before.
farts, you care if other people see you do it. Fortnite.
Do you waft when you fart in public?
I don't fart. That was set up for you to fall into and show everyone how gross and immature you are.
Oh, you got to waft every so often. Depends where you are. You got to
Terrible.
I mean,
waft.
sometimes, like, have you ever...
waft.
This
I
is
waft.
how
Yeah,
married men speak.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I have no problems wafting. And I mean...
you got to waft.
I don't. Yeah, I waft. I do. I am a farter. And my whole family is.
This week on TLC, the wafters. They don't give a shit if you see them wafting.
Do you? But if you fart or if someone else farts, what's worse, smelling your own fart or smelling someone else's fart?
I've never farted in my life. I have a condition where I've never made a putrid odor emit from my body at all. So I'm going to have to say other people.
But Allison would say too. Yeah, my friend Allison. She says, "Nope, I don't fart. I've never farted." And to be honest, I've been her
she
friend
has the
for.
same syndrome as I do.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. Just and all of the
Denialism?
17 years of known her, I've never heard her fart.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a real thing. So Danny has it, and Allison.
I remember my dad being like, I was like, come on, let's go see movies. Like, I'm sick of seeing movies in the theater. People fart in the theater now. And I'm like, no, they don't, Dad. No, they don't. And then, sure enough. Yeah.
Of course they do.
They do. They're letting
I've
them
been one of
fly
those
in there.
people, like, especially in high school, farting in the theater. There's nothing funnier. There's nothing funnier when you just rip
an
one.
Audible.
Oh,
On audible.com.
I would intentionally do it for the laugh.
Oh,
and
that's great.
That's so
Someone always has to
respectful.
do it. Yeah.
But high school days. But I would, because I would be the person who would fart and then laugh, like, immaturely. Or like if, like,
You cue up your own laugh. You would be the one farting and laughing.
Yeah, very self-sustainable or self-sufficient. What is it? Or
You're a sustainable
school
farter.
assembly. If you're like in a high school assembly and you rip a fart, there's nothing funnier because the
great.
stakes are higher. You can't laugh when you're in a school assembly.
No. Students, we lost 2 students to drinking and driving. And,
It's literally though.
who did that? Kris?
I've heard someone. I remember someone farted in a callback once, like a client did.
A client? That's even funnier.
Did. No, it is even funnier, but you can't laugh when it's a client. You can laugh if it's anyone else.
Right.
But what's worse is, like, if a fart happens and everyone chooses to ignore it. That, to me, that's when I need to leave the room because I can't.
Because
you
you
can't.
know everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't put myself under that type of pressure.
No.
No, that's too much.
Clearly,
that's too hard.
their assholes said the same thing. I can't handle this pressure right now.
Release it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are you guys doing for the rest of the weekend? Or tonight? What do you guys got going on?
Not much. I'm going to do some auditions.
Cool.
I'm going to do some laundry.
I got to do a self-tape tomorrow, too. Yeah.
How about you?
Well, I'm going to watch some auditions and then I've got callbacks all day tomorrow.
What are you calling back tomorrow?
Oh, it's for some, oh my God. I forget. I know what the company name is called, but I couldn't tell you like what the company does. It's something to do it yourself, like something. Project DIY. Let's call back tomorrow.
I feel like I've auditioned for something specifically called Project DIY like 20 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be a multitude of things. But
Yeah. That could
we'll
be
see. We'll
Uber.
just jump in tomorrow and, hope for the best. And, wang bang, thank you, ma'am. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Is one of your favorite parts of callbacks getting to like order food?
I do like when,
It's a good time.
Do you know sad it is for actors to go in and see that all the food the client has, and then we're just like, I wish I could have some pizza.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I had a thing, especially on TCP pre-pandemic, when I would run the callbacks more often. Mostly James runs the callbacks now, but I had a crazy thing for cured meats.
Oh yeah. What's your go-to?
Prosciutto.
Oh yeah,
and
some motherfucking prosciutto.
Hot Genoa salami and prosciutto. But I would get like drink too much coffee in the morning, and then I'd be stressed. All the clients are coming in, and then I'd see the cured meat and the deli delectables, whatever they're called, and I would just grab handfuls, but secretly while the actors were auditioning, I would just feel my fingers out, and my gross ass fingers would go across the charcuterie board and just ball up some prosciutto in my hand, and then I would pretend to cough and just shove like an entire tennis ball of prosciutto in my mouth, and then just it was weird. It was like, what are you doing, Kris? Like, and why are you hiding?
I think you should leave sketch, basically.
No, it's like, but it was like, why are you hiding this from everyone? Because it's like, we put out the craft services. This is, like,
right.
Yeah, you can't be the first person eating your own platter at the party.
And I would sometimes be the only one who ate all of the prosciutto. And I know I got caught a couple times. I know someone would see me and just not say anything.
That's your room. So that's your environment.
You were the human version of a fart in the room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Or like if they would cut too soon and I was still chewing, and I'd like have to talk with like prosciutto in my mouth. It was always the cured meats. Other stuff like gums and Cliff Bars, I would just put in a Ziploc bag and hide.
Those
in the
are going home.
Those are coming home. Those are a tomorrow task.
Those are Papa treats.
Yeah, right now prosciutto only stays good in this nasty ass air that we're all breathing in with no windows for like a good hour. You've got like a good window, and then
it's like it's sweaty and.
Oh, there's nothing more gross than a craft services table in a casting room with no windows after 8 hours. And I would still eat like the Boursin cheese that's like dried up around the sides. I'd still do it.
And the cheese gets the sweat on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crispy, sweaty.
When the cheese is sweating, or when the meats are sweating, you get to see like little droplets on top of them.
That's when you know it's good.
Yeah.
Boy, the second half of this pod really got gross, huh?
Yeah, it did.
TLC shows, ripping ass and wafting, and sweaty cheese
and meats
and meats
and meats
and the meats. Well, this is an awful podcast, so what can I say?
Hey,
I mean, this episode was great.
This was fun. It was just cathartic. It was therapeutic, really.
Yeah, it was good. I guess we'll do it again sometime.
Hell yeah.
If you're down.
Oh, hell yeah. If you would have me. Was I exciting enough? I'd have to listen to it back. I don't know.
I made all the other people in this room boo at me so many times. Yeah. You did great.
Yeah, thank you.
It was good.
I was nervous walking here. Fuck, what if I say something wrong?
It's scary to
walk outside. I can always edit out whatever you guys don't want, by the way.
All the Harvey Weinstein stuff.
Ooh, gotta keep that.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a bit.
That came from your heart, so
I've been wanting to say that for a long time. So it's just really nice to have that.
I thought there'd be more games, though. To be honest, Danny really said that we'd play a game about identifying animals.
I wanted to do a game where you gave us gay slang, and we had to see if we knew all the words, like gay slang words. But I didn't prepare you. But I was going to say,
I wouldn't be that good. I'm not that good at gay slang. Like, I know some things. Okay, test me, and I'm going to be curious if I know the gay slang.
Okay, because I don't know tons, but okay. What's a what's a twink?
Okay, like a young, skinny bottom.
Okay.
No, twinks can be tops. No, a young, skinny gay.
Okay.
A young, skinny gay.
What's an otter?
Otter is like more older, but still like graduated from a twink, but not quite a bear. It's like in the middle.
Okay, I'm gonna Google some of these, and then we'll stop. But.
Yeah, that's the game.
In the meantime, while you're Googling, there was one thing I wanted to say. One of my wasn't my favorite time on set, but favorite time in audition. It was a really spicy audition with you guys for like you had a few years ago.
The first thing that comes up is just the F word.
Yikes!
Yeah. Well, what does that word mean?
Oh my god!
It can mean a lot of things.
But what I got to do was it was a hospice commercial, and someone was dying, and you had to like cry and have these moments.
Well, simple.
That must have been it. And I got the opportunity to. Andrew was there. I can't remember how to last. Crichton.
Yes, Andrew Crichton. And I was the one who was crying, and then his role was to comfort me. And I've never experienced a taller, larger man when I'm crying and being vulnerable just engulf me and give me it was like I get it. I rest my head on his chest and just like
oh, so that not on set, but that was one of my favorite auditions. It was really challenging. But then I got this like, oh my God.
And just start actually crying. Yeah, no, I get it. You know what's funny? My dad booked one of those Well Simple commercials.
Your dad is my favorite actor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's your Nepo baby, and he's my favorite Nepo baby.
He's my Nepo baby project.
He's the best Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Okay, gay slang. Are we doing this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Are we going to do it Jeopardy style?
I'll go back and forth, and you can steal. So I'll start with... Okay, we'll start with Matt. Okay. What is a Judy in gay slang? Also known as a good Judy.
Oh.
And if you don't know, that's fine. You can just take a guess.
No, I think it's. I think it has to do with Judy Garland.
Yes, but what does it mean?
It means that you're a good witch.
Yeah, it means you're a good friend. It stems from Judy Garland. Okay, that's good.
Wow. Good job. I had no idea.
You.
Chris, what's a bussy?
A bussy is a male butthole. That for a bottom butthole.
There we go.
That was easy. That was easy.
Yeah, bussy's easy. I'll make them tougher as time goes on. Okay. Matt, what is a chaser?
What's a chaser?
Yeah. There's two different acceptable definitions.
Okay, when it not to do with drinking, I guess. So I'm going to say
drinking cum, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
No, that's not. I wanted to laugh. God damn it. Okay.
I'm going to say a chaser is
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
when you're always actively going to try to pick up younger men.
No, Chris, steal.
I think it's my steal would be the chase after heavier set men.
Yes, chase after larger
Chubby
men.
chaser.
Yeah, I would have for half a point accepted chasing a particular fetish, but it's more going after chubby. It's more the
Got it.
Chubby chaser. Okay,
Chevy chaser.
Chubby chaser.
Oh, here we go, Matt. Gold star. I know this one. I've heard this one lately. Yeah. What's a gold star gay?
A gold star gay.
Yeah.
Who has only had sex with men?
Or close, but
never had anal sex? Or only has anal sex?
Think about it more holistically.
Holistically.
I'll give you half a point for it's a gay who's never had sex with
women.
With the opposite.
Or done anything with the opposite sex.
Whatever, yeah.
Oh, wait. I thought a gold star gay was someone who was C-section, didn't even come out of the vagina.
That is,
Lord.
that's zero contact. Yeah,
with female genitalia.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you both half a point for that one. Chris, your turn. What's a giraffe in gay slang?
Oh, my God.
Fuck, this should have been the start of the podcast. This is the best.
I don't know. I've never heard that term. Am I a giraffe? Am I a bad posture gay? I could be. That's okay. I'll accept
You think
that.
you're a giraffe? What did you say?
If it's bad posture.
It's not bad posture.
Is there a steal?
Yeah.
Okay, a giraffe is someone who can deep throat really well.
No, but that's a great guess.
Long
this
neck.
one's kind of lame. It
Long
says,
neck, yeah.
This is a term for mightily tall homosexual.
Okay, so I'm a giraffe.
Yeah.
Oh, am I mightily tall or average tall?
Okay, I'm going to give...
You're over average for height.
Thanks, Matthew.
I'm going to give you an animal now. Who just went? Was that Chris's guess first?
I stole.
You went for the steal?
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, meerkat. What's a meerkat? It's a TikTok user recently made a video identifying a new tribe as meerkats. How would you describe a meerkat gay?
I would describe a meerkat gay as a let's say that's a gay person from South Asia.
No. Chris, can we steal?
A meerkat gay.
What kind of person are you if you're a meerkat gay?
A gay who's into Pokemon.
No. Two great guesses, guys. It's an anxious, sassy gay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
An anxious, sassy gay.
I'm going to do something a little...
I like that.
Makes sense.
Okay, what is a mother? Speed round. First one to know it knows it.
A drag queen who recruits other drag queens.
No.
A mother is like you mothered the situation, like, serving cunt. She mothered. Like people will say this about Taylor Swift. She's mother or who's like a gay icon.
Chevy Chase.
You're going to love this written description. The Gay Times calls it a queer term centuries in the making, dating back to house mothers on the ballroom scene, as well as women who have historically looked out for gay men.
Oh.
And these days it's applied to everyone from Sarah Michelle Gellar to whatever Real Housewife is trending on Tuesday.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar is the ultimate mother.
What about a prawn? Do you guys know what that is? I've never even heard of that one. I never heard.
Gays who like to have sex in water.
I mean, that makes sense. Sex in the hot tub, maybe?
Oh my God. A prawn is someone with a fantastic body and an unattractive face. It's a butter face, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because when I see a prawn's body, I think, I want to fuck that. That's the hot part to me.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
Twunk. Not a twink, but a twunk.
Very similar to what we discussed earlier. Didn't we discuss twunk earlier? Didn't you ask me what twunk was?
In our private lives? Right. No, I don't know if I have.
No, but like 5 minutes ago, or what? It's the same thing. It's like not a twink, but not a bear.
Well, I had no otter is what I said.
Yeah, isn't otter and twunk the same thing?
Twunk is a twink who has hit the gym and mainlined enough protein to bulk up, morphs into what is known as a twunk. Basically, it's the Pokemon second evolution of a twink.
Okay, it's the Raichu. It's Raichu. Okay.
Yeah.
Raichu or Grindr Chew in this case.
Grindr Chew, yeah.
Yeah. Gays can go on Raya, by the way. And one more.
Gays can go on Raya.
Yeah. I see my gay friends on Raya.
Yeah. That's fun.
Maybe I've seen one in this room. Matt? No, I'm just kidding.
Don't tell Diana.
I did that. I'm not on Raya right now, but I did do the Raya. But it's always people that I'm connecting with in Barcelona.
Oh yeah.
It's Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Please and thank you.
Do you do that, Danny?
I was on Raya. It's how I met my girlfriend, actually.
That's how you met your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Isn't Raya the celebrity one? Like the
celebrity one.
But you know what I mean? Isn't that
ostensibly, yeah. They let kind of anyone on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can recommend you. It's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want Raya? Oh,
things aren't going well with my partner.
Right. I was gonna say
it's not going.
There's no point. Yeah.
It's a steep hill that I'm dating up.
Right. A steep hill that you're. Yeah. No, I want to date.
She's pretty great.
Do you have cats?
No.
You gotta get cats.
We were thinking about it, but we're just never home.
Cats don't need you to be home.
Like you need to be home at some point. My parents-in-law have cats. They've always had cats. Diana had a cat when I first met her named Peachy, who was 18 years old and would wake up in the middle of the night, walk into a wall, vomit, and fall asleep.
That's what we call mothering.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
She's so mother.
That's such a mother move. Yeah.
Well, all the other slang is dumb, so
that's fair.
We're good. Kris wins by a hair.
By a sliver.
It was close.
Wait, you did the Judy one? That to me is the most impressive out of all of them.
I'm gonna co-op that. Sorry, gays, we're stealing more of your culture. I'm just gonna say anyone.
That came straight from Drag Race.
Did it?
Yeah.
Judy? Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's a good Judy.
I've never watched Drag Race.
No.
I'm a bad gay though. I watched half a season of season 4. Other than that,
that was the good one. I think that's Sasha Velour. Maybe that was season 8. I can't remember.
Sharon Needles, Latrice Royale.
Oh yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Those are dope ass names.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to plug? What's something of yours that you cast? It's going to be out soon.
Oh, something that I can plug.
You don't have to plug anything. Just one. If there's a show or movie that you guys are like, check this out.
Smashing Machine and Happy Face are the two I'm most excited about.
Cool. When's Smashing Machine coming out? The Rock looks like great. He's going like method. Like he looks like not The Rock in this movie.
Well, they did his face makeup to look exactly like Mark Kerr. Yeah. And when we did a set visit and we saw him, he looked nothing like The Rock. He looked like Mark Kerr. And then Mark Kerr was on set that day, so you're looking at Mark Kerr.
Oh, sick.
It was really cool. It was wild. I brought my brother to that, and my brother was like, because my brother's a huge rock fan and a huge MMA fan. Yeah. I don't speak the language. I don't know anything about anything other than something, but his eyes were like wide as cherry pie when we brought him to.
I should have done rock slang. See if you guys know what Rudy Poo Candy Ass means.
My brother would. My brother would. Yeah. My brother was obsessed. Like he would build his own wrestling belts, very much similar to you. That's why you remind me of my brother. Like he literally, when they would wear those championship belts, Nick built one out of styrofoam and plastic metal, and we would do fights, and I would be the pink Power Ranger, and he would he would be like The Rock.
Kimberly.
Kelly. I watched the knockoff Canadian version.
Was there a Canadian Power Rangers?
I'm just covering my ass.
Yeah. What about you?
I will plug
Catwoman. Your episode of Catwoman is still out in the world.
That's right.
Did you do an episode of Catwoman?
No, it's Batwoman.
Oh, Batwoman,
fuck!
right.
My bad. There is no Catwoman show.
There is no Catwoman show. I don't think so. Not yet.
My bad.
I'll plug a short film that I did that might be out at this time called Neighborhood at the End of the World.
Once again, because I cut you off.
Neighborhood at the End of the World. Written and directed by...
You get applause for your
Shane
performance in that one.
Thank you very much.
I like the title.
It's a fun little rom-com. It's not. It's terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
But hopefully it'll be available somewhere.
It's violent.
Super
I love
violent.
that. I
I'll
can
send it to
handle
you.
it. Thank you.
No,
Thank
I
you so
can't
much.
handle gore. I watch it in broad daylight, so I wouldn't get the squeamy jeebies.
There's a lot of... It's very well done gore in that.
Yeah, it is.
Did you watch The Substance? I know we're wrapping it up.
yeah.
Did you watch that? I want to see that.
No, but I will.
It's gory, apparently.
Yeah,
Maybe we should all see it together and then do a podcast.
That'd be
after.
so sweet.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It
Reaction
looks
channel.
really gross. Like body horror can sometimes stay with me a bit too long. It's just grosses me out. Like there's even some images from like Midsummer that I'm just now being like, okay, I won't see that when I close my eyes. So yeah.
Oh, you get scared. You get really scared.
I do get that.
Body horror?
Like just the right kind of psychological horror movie is either like Silence of the Lambs, like I could watch all day, every day on loop because I'm a serial killer. But there's some other types of those movies that they will absolutely fuck me up. Like I can't watch Ari Aster movies specifically. Like it's too real. It's too creepy.
I'll never watch Terrifier.
Yeah,
I'll never watch
intentional hardcore gore can
Can't do
sometimes.
it.
Yeah,
sometimes
I'm
it's
the
funny
same.
because I like slashers.
Sure. Yeah.
But it's a fine line, and I don't know how to define it.
There was a movie, and I know we're at the tail end, but called Inside. It's a French film, and that movie stays with me to this day.
Inside.
It's basically about these two women who get in a car crash, and then it fast forwards and to the same woman who's like about to go in for a C-section the next day, but then the woman who she crashed into is stalking her outside of her house with the intention to steal the baby.
Creepy.
Yeah, it was really, really traumatic to watch, and it's French horror films are something else.
Yeah,
because of the accent.
French movies in general are kind of slept on.
I mean, the
Well, I can't
language.
believe
You
I'm
just
saying
read the subtitles, but watch that movie, you will not sleep. Or you just will, when you close your eyes, your third eye will open to that image.
I saw this French film, and it stayed with me for so long. It is about this. If like rats creep you out, don't watch it. It's called Ratatouille, and this creature takes over a man's mind and manipulates him into doing things with like knives and boiling water and stuff. It is fucking terrifying.
You're not joking. I thought you were joking and saying Ratatouille.
I am joking.
Oh, okay.
about
I'm like, that sounds like a really scary
I just
fucking
went
movie.
too far with it.
My God.
I didn't let the joke land.
I
I'm
know
weak
it
enough.
landed.
that,
I never
like,
do.
I'm gullible.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, it's hard not to be with Danny.
Shut up!
All right, what are you gonna plug?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know when this episode's dropping.
It's okay.
Watched School Spirits. Watch School Spirits.
School Spirits.
Yeah, School Spirits.
Since we don't know, everybody have a great 2028.
Yeah.
And
subscribe to my Patreon. I might be dead by the time you hear this. But,